Thank you for coming back once again to my channel, Mr. J Mathsolutions&Logics, where we make mathematics easy for everyone. Today we are going to look at calculus, also involving integration. But how do we know? Remember, in most cases, they may not tell you directly what is involved. Remember that whenever you are being asked to get a function from another function, they give you the first derivative of a function and they're asking you to get the original function. Remember that you're working with integration. Integration, you are changing the first derivative to the original function. When you are changing the function to the first derivative, you are differentiating. So understand the difference. Original function to first derivative, differentiation. First derivative to original function, integration. In this case, they gave us if the y over the x is this. That means they've given us the first derivative. And they also gave us another point, a coordinate on the graph. They are asking us to find the constant of integration and hence the function that gave us this first derivative. So, first things first, let's go. It means that we are dealing with indefinite integral. Indefinite integral means that we don't have any interval between them. So this is 3x squared minus 6, that's the first derivative. The x, with respect to x, we are going to use it to get the function. Now, integrating this, remember the rule for integration says add, multiply this with this, and then add 1. So we have 2 times. We have 3 into 2 plus 1 over 3. Now let's get the rule. If we have first derivative and we want to take it to the function, the rule says if this is ax to the power of n, that we must make this ax to the power of n plus 1 over n plus 1. That is the general rule for integration. Now, we are going to use this here. And this is 2 plus 1 over 2 plus 1. That's how we got this story. The integral of a constant is you add x to it. Now, let's fully simplify this. It means this gives us x cubed. Because 3 we cancel out 3 minus 6x. But because it's an indefinite integral, we just put plus c, which represents a constant of integration. But they want us to find the constant of integration because this is not a full expression, this is not a full equation, and use the constant of integration to find our f of x. This should be our f of x. But something is missing, we don't have the value of c, which is the constant of integration. Once we get it, we can get the full equation. Now, how do we go about this? We were given a coordinate. This coordinate represents, it means that when x is 1, y is 6. That is the coordinate that was given there. So we sub it into our value, our equation that we just integrated. So it means f of 1 is equals to 6. That means when we have 6 for y, on this expression, we will have 1 all cubed minus 6 times 1 plus c, so that we can get our c from there. So we have 6 equals to 1 minus 6 plus c. So this gives us 1 minus 6 is 5, minus 5, 6 minus 5 coming over becomes 11. 6 plus 5, 11. So we have c equals to 11. Our c becomes 11. Then the equation will now be x cubed minus 6x plus 11, and that is the function. So this is our constant of integration, and this is our function, and this is how we go about this. Getting from our first derivative and bringing back the original function that gave rise to this. Because concept of integration is very important because we can integrate other things that can give us this. But remember, even if we differentiate another function, for instance, let's take an example and see the meaning for that. If I take x cubed minus 6x plus 2 and differentiate this. If this is a function, if I differentiate this, it still gives me 3x squared minus 6. You see, the same with this. If I differentiate this with respect to x, it still gives me that. So for us to know what our constant term and the function is, we use indefinite integral to get the constant of integration, because that is the only way we can get the constant. Because when we differentiate, the derivative of a constant is 0, we have gotten rid of that. There's no way to figure out the constant term in the function. We can only do that using indefinite integral. So please remember to pop up questions. I'm always here and available to support and help. Share, follow, and subscribe.